Tale Theater 1, Cinderella? I think we're doing Cinderella. You can tell I really put a lot of planning into these videos. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Today, we're returning to Fairy Tale Theater. This is something that I have covered 3 other times on this channel, I think. Yeah, there's a whole playlist. So if you're just finding this channel for the first time with this video, hi. If you like this video, not only do I have lots of other videos, so go check those out, but 3 of those other videos are also about Fairy Tale Theater. It is February, which means I have chosen to celebrate Fairy Tale February this month. Basically, we cover a lot of fairy tale related content, and this was just a big excuse to just kind of mass post as many wish list fairy tale content videos I've wanted to do as fast as I can all month. Today I thought I would check out the Cinderella episode. I believe, isn't that the one with Matthew Broderick playing the prince? Shelley Duvall's Fairy Tale Theater is not something that I watched as a kid, but it was introduced to me from having this channel and people bringing it up to me and saying, hey, you'd probably like that show. And so far I've been able to find, it looks like all the episodes are here on YouTube. Some of them are a little bit more funny, some of them are a little bit more serious, some of them are a little bit more terrifying, but they all are just really well done live action versions of fairy tales that we've all heard, usually performed by at least one extremely famous person, and always hosted by the timeless Shelley Duvall. We stan Shelley Duvall in this house. Yeah, so we have Jennifer Beals as Cinderella and Matthew Broderick as the prince. Jean Stapleton is the fairy godmother. Lots of other people. I could sit here for like at least a good 5 minutes and just list off everybody who's in this cast. This one is another highly requested episode, although I think I could say that about all of them at this point. At some point since I started talking about Fairy Tale Theater especially, at least one person has asked for probably every single episode on this list. In fact, I'm sure there's lots of people underneath this video in the comments right now telling me which one I should cover the next time I talk about this show. Hi everybody, I appreciate you.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Hi Shelley, where are you?
Welcome to Fairy Tale Theater.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I love her so much.
This lucky girl rises from the ashes to discover she only needs to be herself.
Yes!
To find true happiness. And a prince. Cinderella.
One passion project that I really hope I get to this month, and if not, I'm still gonna do it soon. I've been wanting to do it forever. I want to do a video about how I'm so sick and tired of people saying that the story of Cinderella is not feminist, specifically when it comes to the Disney version. I could sit here and talk forever. That is literally a different video, but I need to make that one soon because it is a huge pet peeve of mine. I love Cinderella. Like, we all know Beauty and the Beast is my favorite, but Cinderella is also great.
There was once a lovely young girl named Cinderella.
So Cinderella's all happy because it's the beginning of the story. Nothing's happened yet.
Until one fateful day.
I'm sorry.
Is that how he breaks the news to her? This is how she's gonna find out that her dad passed away, right? Unless this is wildly different from every other version I've seen.
Oh no!
Oh, is the stepmother also gonna pass away? That'd be very sad, but it would also kind of save Cinderella a lot of trouble. Not that I want anything to happen to the stepmother, but she did kind of lock her in the attic that one time.
Cinderella was the only one who truly mourned the death of her father.
Well, that's sad.
It's difficult for us all. Well, enough gloom for one day.
Yeah, it's really difficult for everybody else.
Cinderella, I think it would be lovely if you did all the cooking. And my lovely daughters, Arlene and Bertha. You won't do any cooking.
This doesn't feel very fair to me.
Bertha, your duties will include bathing yourself, brushing your own hair.
Oh my god, how does she do it?
You'll be in charge of relaxing, wearing fashionable clothing, and occasionally answering the door.
Well, at least the stepsister has to answer the doors.
Oh, Mother, I hate that door thing.
All right, Cinderella, you'll answer the door.
God damn it. Poor Cinderella.
And since you are now legally my daughter...
Was she not legally her daughter when she married her father?
And work she did.
I guess things worked differently in the olden times.
And now, I command you to work.
Poor Cinderella. So we all know this part of the story. Cinderella has to do all the chores, you know? Cinderella, Cinderella, every night is... That's not the words of the song. Hang on.
From sunrise to sunset, day in and day out, Cinderella was responsible for every household chore imaginable.
Cinderella, Cinderella, night and day, it's Cinderella.
Oh, I hate all this walking.
Imagine living in a house so big that you're like, oh, I can't believe I have to walk around this place. Where's my scooter?
Is Cinderella about?
Yeah, she's dead. She died.
Oh, no.
That poor guy looked like he genuinely wanted to cry.
Is Cinderella about?
Cinderella is like this mean nickname that her family gave her because she was always covered in soot from the fireplace. So the fact that this guy who's like genuinely infatuated with her is still calling her Cinderella is kind of funny in a really sick way to me.
Tragedy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, well now I kind of feel bad for Edgar, because she's going to end up with the prince, and I'm sure he's lovely. But poor Edgar was trying to shoot his shot. I hope he finds somebody nice.
I must know why you and my stepsisters treat me with such contempt.
You've been blessed with incredible beauty, a sweet disposition, and a loving heart.
She's like, you're pretty and nice, so fuck you, do all the vacuuming.
It is only right that we should treat you like dirt.
Well, I'm not sure that I agree with that logic.
This version of Cinderella also very much encapsulates why Cinderella is much more assertive as a character than she gets credit for. She's very aware of herself, and she's very... Like, watch back the original Disney movie. She has a very wry sense of humor, and she's very, very able to speak up for herself. She's not okay with what's happening, and she's not naive to it.
And everybody is happy.
But I'm not happy.
She's just like literally in an abusive household, and that's not her fault. I don't like the idea that we talk about this character who's survived abuse and poverty as if she's like this weak person because she doesn't like have a bunch of knives or something. I don't know.
Therefore, in order to balance the scales of nature, it is only right that we should treat you like dirt.
All the Twitter trolls online talking about really any famous person at all.
Good day.
Ahoy.
Would you like something to drink? Perhaps some ham?
Did she just tell him to drink ham? Drink ham is now my new favorite comeback. I don't know. Drink ham? Ugh.
So long. Adieu.
This poor guy, they did not respect his personal bubble at all. So Cinderella has to help her sisters do all the prep work for a ball that she doesn't think she's gonna get to go to. She's right, but she's gonna have the long way around to finding out how right she is.
What will you be wearing to the ball, Cinderella?
You mean I was invited to the royal ball?
Oh, you crazy!
Poor Cinderella. Also, brunette Cinderella is not something we often see. I appreciate it.
And remember, girls, don't act too smart. Men are intimidated by intelligent women.
Ugh!
What do you mean intelligent?
Oh, never mind.
They're fine. I hate men that are intimidated by smart people. Don't pretend to be dumb for a guy or anybody, because they're not actually scared of somebody who's smart. They're just afraid that they're gonna be figured out by you. So just save yourself some time.
And whatever you do, don't be yourselves.
Don't be yourself. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Have a good time!
She told them to have a good time, even though they're all bitches. Oh, that grin almost looked evil with the lighting. Poor Cinderella didn't deserve that.
Please, please, enough of this boo-hooing. What is your problem?
Oh, she's not smiling, she's crying. Now I feel doubly bad.
Who are you?
Honey, I'm your fairy godmother. Didn't you see me poof next to you?
She's like, I poofed, right, just like 2 seconds ago. You didn't figure it out? She's also not nearly scared enough for a stranger to be in her house while she's alone.
Besides, solving your own problems is part of growing up.
That's true. My question is, when do I get to stop growing up, though? I love the southern grandmother version of the fairy godmother.
What can I turn into a coach? Rug? Magic carpet? No, that's no trick.
Wow. Did she just diss Aladdin? Fairy godmother has beef with Genie. This is not the 2023 drama I was expecting.
Now, stand back. This could be dangerous.
The clearly plastic pumpkin. Adorable.
You don't want gigantic seeds inside of your coach, do you?
I mean, it would be a certain vibe. I don't know that it would be a good vibe.
It's not that I'm afraid of hard work.
Wait, she could turn the pumpkin into a coach with magic, but she can't clean it out with magic? I need to know about the lore surrounding the fairy godmother's magic.
Then I'll turn them into little furry animals. That'll fix their wagons.
I don't know. Maybe they can't help the way that they are.
They can. They absolutely can.
Now, let's get this show on the road.
Why does everybody want to get the show on the road? Like, I get it, but what if the show is a residency? '80s transition. I really do love the sets on the show. And the costumes. They're just really fun.
So flick your magic wand so we can have some horses.
I can't turn nothing into something. I can only turn something into something else. Any ideas?
I think there was a science lesson in the middle of that.
There's some mice in the living room.
Mice, that's it.
Mice! I love mice. Like, if you're scared of mice, that's valid. I'm not telling you that your fear is invalid, but I've personally never experienced this fear. I think they're just cute and fluffy, and basically just tiny little cats.
How about a rat?
Good, that's right. Oh, ugly little thing.
Oh, don't shame the mice. Imagine one day you're scurrying around as a carefree little mouse, and the next minute you've got like a mortgage and a dress size. It's gotta be very jarring.
Here is a bonus.
I never understood the glass slippers. I know that there's a theory that, or maybe it's not a theory, maybe it's just fact, that it was a translation error that gave us the famous glass slippers. It was supposed to be like fur slippers or something like that. That could be totally made up by the internet though. But I've always wondered how glass slippers are functional. Like, they're high heels, which already suck, but then you're gonna make them out of glass? Kind of Massimo from hell came up with that one.
Because at midnight, the magic ends.
So she sends her off. Midnight is her curfew, if you will. Fun fact, I worked in TV and film for years, and when kids work on set, they have like a specific time that's like legally they can only be on set for this long because of like children's work laws. And so that time is called their pumpkin time, or just like when they pumpkin. Because like it or not, no matter what you have left to do, they gotta go.
Thank you, Prince Henry.
For what?
For kissing my hand. I'll never wash it again, thank you.
Well, that's a normal interaction. I like how he jumped back.
Excuse me, fair maiden. Something in your eye?
Matthew Broderick's so young here.
I was just giving you a little signal.
Oh, no.
He is not picking up what they're laying down tonight.
You can dance with both of us at the same time.
Oh, I think I hear my father, the king, calling.
Bless the prince. He has standards. He knows exactly what he wants, and he's not going to cave for less. Good for him. And wait till you get to Cinderella 3. That's when he gets a really great personality. I love Matthew Broderick's air of just being able to pull off this energy of like, well, this sucks. Okay. And then everybody stops because Cinderella walks in and no one recognizes her, even though she literally looks the same. She's just in a dress.
Do you know who she is?
No. She's obviously a princess.
She's wearing a big poofy dress. Obviously, princess. But seriously though, how is this a disguise? This is like when the Sailor Scouts change into Sailor Scouts, and then nobody can ever recognize them. And I'm like, they still look the same.
You wouldn't want to dance, would you?
I wouldn't?
I didn't think so.
I mean, yes, of course. I'd love to. Thank you.
Oh, this is classic idiots in love trope. I love and hate it at the same time. I love that they weren't afraid to cast a Cinderella that was taller than her prince. I also love a good dance sequence. When the spinning, beautiful. I'm nauseous, but I'm not unhappy about it.
We're going to take a little break now. but we'll be back real soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. I like this man. I will listen to literally anything he says.
You looking for someone? Boyfriend, right? I knew it.
The fact that the prince is so self-conscious, and he's the prince, adorable. He's adorable. I think we could safely put Cinderella's prince into the himbo husband category, right?
Actually, I was looking for Prince Henry. Do you know him?
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. She doesn't even know he's the prince. The whole thing that's just like, her life got changed because she just wanted to get married to the prince. It's like, no, she didn't want to get married. She just wanted to get out of the house for a night, and she happened to meet somebody who turned out to be a prince. Don't hate her because she's lucky. Well, she wasn't lucky for a long time. She was just the lucky the one time, and then everybody got mad.
Yes, I know quite well.
He's got a point. I like that he tells her in this version.
He's standing right next to you.
In most of the versions that I've seen, she like goes home without realizing, and then the next day she's like, oh shit, that was the prince. Fuck. Now I'm gonna be part of the bourgeoisie. Damn.
I am very pleased to meet you.
Oh, the pleasure is my pleasure. I mean, it's all mine.
His anxiety is contagious, but I can relate.
But of course, it's hard to stay anonymous when your face is on all the money.
It's a nice face.
Aww.
You like food? You wait here, and I'll be right back.
Hello, lonely maiden?
Can I help you?
Nah.
He even stops her from being harassed by the drunk guy. He's well cleared that on-the-floor bar.
Maybe you wouldn't mind if I saw you again sometime, maybe.
What time is it?
Who cares?
She's gone.
11:45.
The sad puppy dog eyes. Bless him. You know, the Frog Prince and the Three Little Pigs episodes that we covered were very much comedy. And then the Beauty and the Beast one was a lot more earnest. And this one's kind of a mix of both. I like how they let the tone adapt with each story.
But it was real, wasn't it? It wasn't just a dream, right?
What's reality? Does anybody know?
It allows them to give each one what they need, what it needs, you know?
The most beautiful princess in the world came to the ball.
But then she just ran out for no reason. It was so rude. Yeah, you could tell Prince Henry was very upset.
He was.
It's gotta be a good feeling to be like, the prince was all sad and lonely after I left?
Hi, son. How was the ball?
It was terrible, Father.
How did Ferris Bueller's dad not know what his girlfriend looked like? Everybody's asked this question before, but I just had to think of it now because Matthew Broderick, he's talking to his dad about it. Like, it just, I'm still not over it. How did he not know? How are you that not plugged in with your children's life?
I'm in love, Father.
Let me tell you something about women, son. They're different from men.
All right, I'll write that down, I guess. Nothing like fatherly wisdom.
So throw another ball. Alert the press. Leak it to the town crier.
Leak it to the town crier.
But leave those decorations up anyway. Save a little money.
You're literally the crown. What do you have to save money for? You have all the money. I mean, this is a French fairy tale. Do you think they know the revolution's coming and they're trying to be more relatable so that they don't literally get the axe?
Last week, I lost my magical powers.
Oh no. Damn it.
Haha, gotcha.
Oh, come on, lady. That's not funny after all she's been through. All right, so there's a second ball. It's not very often we get a version with a second ball.
You didn't want to waste any time, did you?
She's like, look, I got the mice and I got the pumpkin. Just help me out. Ooh, the dress got an upgrade, and the first dress was nice, too.
Where is your glass slipper?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I broke them. I was just kicking down the cobblestones, and then all of a sudden...
What?
Gotcha.
Payback's a bitch.
Have a good time. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you do, just don't.
No one has very good advice in this one, you know?
Crazy kid.
These kids are raising themselves.
I was afraid you might not want to see me again after the way I ran off.
Are you kidding? You're the reason I'm having this ball.
I know where he didn't, like, know where she lived to go tell her that face to face, but, like, he could have at least put it in the advertising. You know, if he just wanted the one girl to show up. He didn't need to drag everybody out in, like, their nice clothes, and they all had to, like, pay for parking, and...
I'm the king. Come on, introduce me.
Hello, I've heard so much about you.
Can you wait until later, please?
Dad, don't be weird with my girlfriend.
Henry, since you're more experienced in these matters, maybe you can tell me why we feel so comfortable together.
Is this guy really giving off dating aficionado to you, Cinderella? That's not what I'm getting.
I felt empty, like there was a part of me missing.
No, that's exactly how I felt.
But I don't feel that way now.
Because I don't like you anymore.
Do you know anything about kissing?
Yes. I'm almost certain it has something to do with the lips.
Bless his heart.
Live dangerously.
They figured it out. They're fine.
Is it 11 o'clock?
I think it's 12.
No!
She goes running off again. Pushing people out of the way left and right like he's late for an airplane.
Don't be an idiot, man.
I wasn't here, sir. Actually, Your Highness, sir, your Prince, sir,
What? What was he doing?
It's hers.
I can tell. How could he tell? Maybe he's just attentive enough that he picked out her shoes. That's nice. Every girl knows how to appreciate a guy that pays attention to them. The bar really is low, isn't it?
I love you, Prince Henry.
She doesn't love me, Father. I just wish I knew her name.
You still don't know her name? What have you been calling her? Hey, you?
I'm gonna scream and then throw up.
You issue a proclamation. You say, whatsoever it slippeth, say, whomsoever.
Me trying to spell a word that I don't know how to spell until I just give up and use a different word.
Say that you will marry the girl whose foot fits this glass slipper.
Feels like a bad idea, because lots of people should probably be able to fit that slipper, but luckily it's a magic slipper.
And so the prince and his messenger began their search for the rightful owner of the glass slipper.
So he remembered what her shoes looked like, but not what her face looks like.
My feet are killing me.
Oh yeah, try wearing glass slippers for 2 nights in a row. The last time I heard one of my guy friends complain about having to wear dress shoes, where you know how like guys have the little mini heel sometimes on the old school shoes. I wanted to take off my own 5.5-inch heel and stab them in the eye, but I didn't because violence is wrong.
Do I have to? Trust me, it won't fit.
Do it.
Oh geez, don't body shame them. Was that body shaming? I mean, they suck, but don't do that.
Next.
Do you think they'll cut off their toes in this one? In the original version, or at least one of the versions, I'm not well adept enough to know if it's the original. One of the stepsisters cuts off her toes, and then another one cuts off her heel, and then their eyes get pecked out by birds. It's really gruesome. Yeah.
Maybe it'll fit me.
It's a perfect fit.
Then why didn't you remember her face?
I found my princess.
Oh.
Thank you. I was looking for that shoe everywhere.
You could have... He's like, girl, why didn't you just tell me that? You had the other shoe. You could have saved me so much time. I'll let it slide, though, because they're cute.
Now we can all be one happy royal family.
Oh, they got turned into bunny rabbits.
Pardon me for asking. Who is that magic woman?
And then he just falls in love with her.
They'll be back to normal at midnight.
Midnight? Midnight? Then that explains why...
Not only handsome, but smart.
I wouldn't say... You know what? No, we'll let him have that one. He figured it out eventually.
I assume you'll be staying for the wedding.
Honey, who do you think's gonna give away the bride?
Oh, and Fairy Godmother gets to be a grandma of sorts. I like it. Oh, hi, Fairy Godmother. Hi. I didn't know you could see me.
And they lived happily ever after.
Oh, that's cute.
And who would know better than a fairy godmother?
I like that one. There's a name that just came up on the screen that I just read as Frederick S. Fuchs. I'm so sorry, Frederick. That is not your name. Oh man, high school must have been rough. But anyway, yeah, that is another episode of Fairy Tale Theater. This is a fun show to keep coming back to every once in a while. It's just campy and goofy and, all the goodness we love here. So, yep, that's it for this video. Tell me what you thought. Tell me if you watched this show as a kid, if you have a favorite episode. And yeah, I will see you next time. Wait, I should probably do the outro. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. I forgot one part of it. I didn't forget one part of it. That's it. I've done it like over 200 times now. You'd think I would know. Night, guys.